Today we have a look at health issues among children, a rescued puppy, and much more.
We have today's weather forecast with Madison and a look at sports with Eli.
Today is Thursday, April 14th, 2022.
We are live from Shroyer's broadcast Studio H12 on the campus of Bradley Central High School, and you are watching Vox News Today.
Welcome back. I'm Alex Wingard.
Your 6-time state champions, and I am Amber Filial.
As North Korea gears up for the Day of the Sun this week, an annual celebration of Kim Jong-un's grandfather's birth. Kim Jong-un knows exactly which missiles and weapons systems he wants to perfect, and so do we, because he told us in January last year he gave one of the most detailed military reports in North Korea's history, according to state-run media. His 5-year wish list since then, he has been systematically working through it.
A spring blizzard slamming southern Manitoba and parts of southeastern Saskatchewan with heavy snow and strong winds, conditions that are forecast to last until Friday. It's causing some concerns about flooding. As forecast, the snow is coming down here in Winnipeg, across southern Manitoba into southeastern Saskatchewan and parts of northeastern Ontario. Now, to put this into perspective, early this morning, the snow wasn't here. This is all falling in the mid to late morning hours and into the early afternoon.
A puppy has been rescued from the rubble in eastern Ukraine. The rescue took place in the village of Mikhailivka in Donetsk Oblast. The dog was pulled out alive from the debris and reunited with its 77-year-old owner. According to the National Police of Ukraine, the shelling nearly killed the man. Both the owner and the dog were given medical care. The police say all is well with them.
Queen Elizabeth will not appear at the Windsor Castle's Easter Sunday celebration, according to a royal source. The Queen has said she's been exhausted after her recent bout with COVID-19. Although the Queen was in attendance for last week's memorial service, marking a year since the death of her husband, Prince Philip, she has canceled other public events, including Thursday's yearly Maundy service next week. It's the Queen's birthday. She will turn 96 years old.
China is struggling to contain the surge of the ultra-contagious Omicron variant of the coronavirus. A new report shows at least 44 Chinese cities are now under full or partial lockdowns. Despite China's zero COVID policy, it's logged more than 350,000 new infections since early last month, most of them in Shanghai, which is enduring the country's most severe lockdown.
New research highlights health issues among the nation's youth. Prediabetes rates among children have more than doubled over a two-decade span, according to a study published in the JAMA Pediatrics Journal. Pre-diabetics often have higher than normal blood sugar levels and have a greater risk of health issues like type 2 diabetes, strokes, and heart disease. Researchers say they can't pin down why pre-diabetes has increased. That's an issue they will be taking into further investigation.
The legal battle between Johnny Depp and his ex-wife Amber Heard starts Monday in Virginia. The 58-year-old actor is suing Heard for $50 million in connection to the 2018 Washington Post op-ed she wrote about surviving domestic violence. Although Heard never directly mentioned Depp in that article, she did accuse him of abuse when she sought a restraining order against him when they broke up in 2016. In 2020, Depp lost a libel lawsuit against the British tabloid The Sun when it referred to him as a, quote, wife beater, end quote. Heard testified in that case and supported the claims made by The Sun. In this case, Depp is suing Heard himself, not a media company, and that changes the requirements and obligations for Heard this time in court. Depp and Heard met in 2011, married in 2015, and split the following year.
Rhonda Gustafson isn't a meteorologist, but during this historic blizzard, she's decided to grab her hairbrush-turned microphone and try her hand at weather reporting. Rhonda and her husband James have been home during this blizzard part of that time without internet. While the blizzard is far from over, Rhonda's career as a weather reporter may be.
The grandmother of a 9-year-old girl who was shot 3 times at a California mall says she's happy the suspect has been caught and hopes authorities, quote, throw the book at him, end quote. The shooting happened Tuesday night in Victorville while a shoe store owner was chasing away shoplifters. The girl suffered 3 gunshot wounds, 2 to her lower arm and a 3rd in the upper arm, that shattered the bone. Her grandmother says doctors cannot repair the bone and that she will have to wear a special brace so it can repair on its own. The girl will likely also suffer nerve damage as a result of the shooting.
And now let's check on our weather. Madison, what can you tell us?
Easter weekend is nearly here. Stay tuned for today's weather update and much more right after this break.
College already.
Yeah. We gotta go.
I love you.
I love you too, Daddy. And thanks for everything.
Gratitude. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
That sounds awful. Seriously, awful.
But a lot better than last week.
We weren't born to follow.
Madison Johnston with your weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at our weather at glance for today. Right now in Cleveland, it is 58 degrees with a high listed today of 71 and a low of 41. The precipitation has been listed at 50% with 6 mile per hour wind. The humidity is very high, 98%, with a dew point of 58 degrees Fahrenheit. The pressure is 29.96 inches, the visibility is 5 miles, and the UV index is 0 out of 10. Now let's look at our local radar. There are scattered showers across the viewing area in the eastern side of Cleveland and up north. Let's go ahead and look at our national radar. As you can see, those storms that are in our area are pushing off, and in that storm system there is thunderstorms up towards New York and Boston, and a storm off of New Orleans. Now let's look at our 7-day weather. Friday we will have partly cloudy skies with a high of 76 and a low of 56. Saturday we will have rain with a high of 76 also and a low of 51. Easter Sunday we will have scattered showers with a high of 69 and a low of 55. Monday, we will also have scattered showers with a high of 67 and a low of 38. Monday, we'll have scattered showers with a high of 67 and a low of 38. Tuesday, we'll have mostly sunny skies with a high of 64 and a low of 38. Wednesday, we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 71 and a low of 50. And Thursday, we'll have mostly cloudy skies with a high of 75 and a low of 49. That's all I have for weather. Now here's Eli with your sports.
Today we have info on University of Georgia QB transfer and the update on the Atlanta Braves and more after this break.
Wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the facts.
Misrepresent the facts? Are you kidding?
Your proposal's ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
Oh, that's the power of one.
Civility. Pass it on.
One grain of sand can turn the tide.
Strike one. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike two. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike three. Wow! I'm the greatest pitcher in the world! Set!
Optimism. Pass it on.
message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
I'm Eli, done with your sports. Former Georgia quarterback J.T. Daniels announced Wednesday he is transferring to the University of West Virginia. Daniels made the announcement on Instagram following a weekend visit to West Virginia's campus. Daniels also had visited Missouri, Oregon State, and in recent weeks he is wrapping up undergraduate classes at Georgia and would be a graduate transfer for the Mountaineers. Josiah Gray allowed one hit in 5 scoreless innings, and the Washington Nationals beat Max Fried and the Atlanta Braves 3-1 on Wednesday. The Nationals won 2 of the 3 in the series, dropping the World Series champions to a 3-4 opening start. The series win was a confidence boost for Gray, making his 3rd career start against Atlanta and the Nationals. Major League pitcher Mike Minor made a rehab start for the Chattanooga Lookouts Wednesday at AT&T Field. It did not go well for the newly acquired Cincinnati Reds left-hander, as Birmingham beat the Lookouts 9-6. Minor gave up 6 runs in the top first half of the first inning, including 2 home runs. Minor had a pitch left count, and then Matthew Macklin and Matt Lloyd homered in the loss for Chattanooga. Tiger Woods used turns weekends at Augusta National and into dripping theater, relentlessly charging up the leaderboard. 1 fearless drive, 1 featherly iron, and 1 nervy putt at a time. The 5-time Master champion, summoned so easily for so long, was nowhere to be found during another labored 4+ hour journey. Underneath the Georgia pines on Saturday, his 6/78 marked his worst in 93 career rounds. At the tournament, he has come to define and left him at 7 over. That is all I have for sports. We will have more news with Alex and Amber right after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
We broke Old Man Hennessy's window.
Correction, dude. You broke. I just threw the ball.
This is really bad. What are we gonna do? Dude, kiss your life goodbye.
Yeah.
Sorry, kid.
Keep smiling, keep shining. No,
Hi. Tell him it was an accident, and we can fix the window. I'll come with you.
that's what friends are for.
Welcome back.
The new plan jettisons the current set of early states of Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and South Carolina and implements a process that would prioritize diverse battleground states that chose to hold primaries, not caucuses. Under the new structure, states will apply to hold early nominating contests, and the Rules Committee will select up to 5 that will be allowed to go before Super Tuesday, the first Tuesday in March.
Murray County arrested a man on drug charges following a report of a suspicious vehicle last week. It happened on Friday at a home on Somach Church Road. Sheriff Jimmy Davenport says a call about a suspicious vehicle led to the arrest of Julia Yadira Mendoza. Sheriff Davenport says drugs, paraphernalia, and cash were found in the vehicle. Mendoza is charged with burglary, criminal trespass, trafficking in methamphetamine possession of methamphetamine with intention to distribute, and possession of drug-related objects.
Country singer Billy Ray Cyrus's wife Tish has filed for divorce after more than 28 years of marriage. Court documents indicate she filed last week in Tennessee, citing irreconcilable differences. According to the filing, the couple has been living separately for more than 2 years. Both have filed for divorce in the past, Billy Ray in 2010 and Tish in 2013, but they reconciled both times. After that 2013 filing, Billy Ray gave a statement to US Weekly saying they went into couples therapy and grew closer. Billy Ray Cyrus is 60 and Tish Cyrus is 54. They have 5 adult children together.
Wildlife officials in Tennessee captured and relocated a 500-pound bear. The bear was known to dig through garbage, bird feeders, and pet food around the campus of Tusculum University for years. Recently, the bear has become more active and has been increasingly damaging property around the area. Officials with Tennessee's Wildlife Resources Agency and the Greenville Fire Department helped tranquilize the bear Thursday. Crews relocated the bear to a remote area of the Cherokee National Forest.
Gilbert Gottfried, a comedian and film and television actor with a distinctly memorable voice, has died after a long illness, his family announced on Tuesday. He was 67. Quote, "We are heartbroken to announce the passing of our beloved Gilbert Gottfried after a long illness. In addition to being the most iconic voice in comedy, Gilbert was a wonderful husband, brother, friend, and father to his 2 young children. Although today is a sad day for all of us, please keep laughing as loud as possible in Gilbert's honor," end quote, his family wrote in a post on Twitter.
A fire at an auto repair shop in East Lake presented a number of obstacles for Chattanooga firefighters, but they were able to get the flames under control quickly. Firefighters had the fire under control in approximately 30 minutes, despite having to deal with chain-link fences, dogs, exploding tires, and propane tanks on the scene. The CFD remained on scene for several hours, putting out hot spots and conducting overhaul and salvage operations. Several vehicles were destroyed by the fire, and there is also damage to the building. The cause is under investigation.
Movie and music news now, plus how you can have a say in who gets a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute. A non-fiction film about the life and career of David Bowie is on the way. Quote, "Moonage Daydream is the first movie officially sanctioned by Bowie's estate. No word yet on a release date. Who do you think should have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?" The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce is accepting nominations to be considered at its annual Walk of Fame committee meeting in June. Anyone can nominate a celebrity for inclusion in the class of 2023, though nominees must agree to accept their honor in person if selected. Applications are at walkoffame.com. The nomination deadline is May 27th.
The current outbreak of the avian flu won't create a shortage of eggs this Easter, but Americans will be paying more for them at the grocery store. The Consumer Price Index shows the price of eggs is up nearly 14% over the last year, and it's expected to keep climbing. The American Farm Bureau says the outbreak of the avian flu is likely worse than the last major one that started in 2014. 50 million chickens and turkeys died as a result of highly pathogenic avian influenza, or HPAI, outbreak. So far, the virus has been detected in farms in 25 U.S. states and in wild birds in 31 more. Right now, the CDC says the risk of the bird flu infecting humans is low.
A man at Quality Inn at 713 Shallowford Road told police his boyfriend took his vehicle and left the motel without informing him. He said he and his boyfriend went out to a bar the previous night and returned to the motel around 4 a.m. The man said he didn't know why his boyfriend took his car. His wallet and cell phone were also inside the car. The man attempted to contact his boyfriend via cell phone, but he got no answer. Gardendale, Alabama police found the boyfriend in the vehicle, and he and the man worked out a deal where the boyfriend would bring the car back and the man would not press charges. The vehicle was removed from NCIC.
The Ray County Commission will be holding a special called meeting on Monday at noon to continue discussion on the pending broadband grant the county is attempting to get to bring fiber optics to the entire county. In a lengthy discussion during the agenda meeting of the commission, County Executive George Thacker brought up the matter before commission, saying that they have been working for months with Spectrum to use some of the federal money from the American Rescue Plan Act. Ray County would put up a portion of the funds with Spectrum. Leo Steffens added in that we need to get in the contract where they stay and not come in and leave in 30 days after they get the contract. Mr. Vincent set up the Monday meeting after checking with all of the commissioners on their availability.
Elon Musk could be the new face of Twitter. The CEO of Tesla has offered to buy all of the remaining shares he doesn't own of the social media giant. According to a filing from the SEC, Musk is willing to pay $54.20 per share, which would value the company at nearly $43.5 billion. That's a 38% premium above the closing price from the start of the month. Musk says this cash offer is his, quote, best and final offer, end quote. The filing also says Musk sent out Twitter to Wednesday, saying the company needs to go private in order to make adjustments. Last week, Musk, who currently has a 9.2% stake in Twitter, turned down an offer to be part of the company's board.
Instead of carrying your wallet in your back pocket or purse, a tech company wants you to carry it under your skin. The British-Polish company Walletmore is selling microchips as alternate payment options. This chip is about the size of a grain of rice, costs about $300, and does not come inside a credit card. Instead, it must be implanted into your body, preferably in your hand. Once you activate it using a digital wallet app, Walletmore says you will be able to make purchases at most businesses around the world just by swiping your hand over a card reader. According to Walletmore, almost 200 people already have the implants.
We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube through our channel BCHS VOX News.
You will find more online at our website, voxnews.net.
Remind your friends to like, subscribe, share, and tune in.
You just cannot get enough of Vox.
That is all we have for you today from Studio H12 at Bradley Central,
where we continue to grow as state champions, and as always,
God bless and go Bears!